Hi everyone, welcome back to the Blue Dragon Problem Solving Academy, where we take the mystery out of critical thinking and complex problem solving so that you can return to your mission critical tasks. One of the fundamentals of critical thinking is to ask great questions. And today I'm going to share with you one of the best questions you can ask in any situation where something goes wrong. And to help me out with that, I have our family pet here, Bo. Hi, Bo. Say hi to everyone. Yeah. So last weekend, we're going to the beach, and I'm hearing my daughter talking to Bo a bit sternly. Bo, that's not nice. That's not nice, Bo. And I come out to see what's going on, and Bo's got a big box of cookies at his feet and a big old cookie in his mouth, and he's looking a little sheepish, maybe a little guilty because he's being talked to. Well, so he's about to get himself punished, and so I step in and I ask my daughter, hey, wait a second, before we go punishing the dog and scolding him a bit, why don't we ask ourselves this question? Is there anything that we could have done or should have done to keep Bo out of trouble, to keep him from getting at those cookies? So let's take a second and think about that. So my daughter immediately saw what was going on, and she said, well, I left the box of cookies on top of my bag, which was on the floor because we hadn't loaded the car yet. And of course, Bo smelled it, went right for the box, and he didn't just take one cookie; he went for the whole box and ran away with it. So that was pretty funny, I must say. He's a pretty sharp little puppy. He knows what he wants. So, does it make sense to punish Bo when he's doing whatever a puppy does? Right? Puppies are going to smell out food and treats and yummy stuff, and they're going to go after it, right? Well, let's think about defenses that we can put in place to keep such a thing from happening, right? So let's think about the kind of things that we can do, we'll call them defenses, that might prevent a pup, for example, from getting into trouble. And at the same time, let's think about defenses that we can put in place in our places of business to keep people from getting into trouble. So in his case, we can do things like put up a barricade. We can put a barrier up, maybe a fenced area to keep him in a certain area. Maybe a gate to keep him out of the kitchen, for example. Maybe we can send him to training, right? Maybe we can send Bo here to a very expensive puppy training school, and hopefully he comes back better behaved. That's an option. Or how about we just keep things out of his reach? So by putting things a couple of feet in the air, he's not going to get to it, right? So there's simple things we can do. There's expensive things we can do. But the more of these barriers that we can think about and put in place, the less likely that he's going to get in trouble. Same thing goes for the workforce. We have things like industrial safety requirements, steel-toed shoes, hard hats, safety gloves, and the more of these safety precautions we can take, along with policies, procedures, and training, the less likely we're going to have events at work. So when we have a problem, we should evaluate what defenses did we have in place that should have kept this from happening, right? So today's tip on critical thinking is when something goes wrong, ask yourself this question before you jump into trying to fix it. What should have or could have prevented this event from happening? And in other words, what specific defenses can we put in place that could have kept this from happening? And if we happen to have defenses in place, why didn't they work? Very good. So next time you feel like rolling up a newspaper and punishing your dog, maybe you should hit yourself with that newspaper because chances are you could have or should have done something to prevent that from happening. Okay? Very good, boy. I know you wanted it down. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye, bro.